Hello and welcome to day 92 of An Album a Day, going through my vinyl collection. Today we're talking about a very special live album, a concert that was for the benefit of, I believe, cancer research. Every year they do the Sunflower Jam. Ian Paice and his wife head that up, and this particular year they decided to do one to benefit cancer because that's how their friend Jon Lord died. Jon was the husband of Ian Paice's wife's sister. Yeah, it gets confusing. But anyway, killer album, killer concert. Let's get into it. So as you can see, beautiful shot of Jon Lord. I love the artwork here. It comes in a couple of different colors, but I got the green one. This wasn't on my list. When I first started collecting vinyl again, I was at Zia Records in Las Vegas, and I happened to see it for $15. And I said, well, how do I pass that up? It's sealed, brand new, feels like 180 gram too, although I didn't see that listed on the site. But in any case, yeah, the vinyl's really nice, got the same sort of green label. And there are two vinyls because it is, pretty long concert, a lot of music played. And on side A, they go a little bit into Jon Lord's classical history with Fantasia and Durham Awakes. On side B, all those years ago, and Mickey Moody's on that. You can't go wrong putting Mickey Moody on anything. Pictured Within is the second song on side B. Then on side C, you get into Sarabande and One from the Meadow. Then on side D, you get to, I think it's pronounced Bourrée, and then Afterwards with Jeremy Irons and Paul Mann. Paul Mann was the conductor of when they were touring the concerto and re-touring it in, I think, 99. And then again, I think he was the one that I saw when I saw them in Vegas with the orchestra. I think he was conducting. Really amazing show. So that's just what's on the vinyl, though. It also does come with a DVD. Nope, I'm sorry, a Blu-ray. And on this Blu-ray, which has, of course, they really stick in there, has, of course, some lovely artwork on it as well. This is a little more of that, it's a little more aqua on the cover, and then darker blue on the actual DVD. But they get into a lot more. So the first part of it has everything that's on both albums. Then they get into Things Get Better, I Take What I Want, Silas and Jerome, which came from one of the bands after Deep Purple. It's escaping me at the moment. Paice, Ashton and Lord, killer song. Really good storytelling song. And then we get into I'm Gonna Stop Drinking, which I think Tony Ashton was on originally. Soldier of Fortune from Stormbringer. You Keep on Moving from Come Taste the Band. Burn from Burn, this time around from Come Taste the Band. Glenn Hughes is singing on those. And Burn, they beautifully did that middle section where John's solo is. And then they did some Deep Purple songs. They did Uncommon Man, Above and Beyond, which is about John. So was Uncommon Man, actually. Lazy, When a Blind Man Cries, Perfect Strangers, Black Knight, and Hush. And really cool to have those. And there's some bonus material. There's a Two Worlds documentary, which I haven't seen in a while, but if I remember right, it discusses his rock time and his classical time. So really, really cool stuff. And then because this was put out by Ear Music, and they're from Germany, so this is a German pressing again. As always, we get this nice, really thick spine for the double vinyl. And, again, they have to use thicker cardboard because the vinyl's 180 grams, so it's got to support that weight. On the back, we've got all the song information. Of course, I kept a little sticker guide. Even though I was at the beginning of it, beginning of collecting, I knew enough to do that. Then on the inside, we've got this beautiful pictures of the show. Interesting that Jeremy Irons is on it because he's such a great reader. When I first listened to the audiobook version of The Alchemist, he was the one that read it, and I'm like, why is this guy doing movies and not reading more audiobooks? Because he has such an amazing voice, great inflections, really knows how to narrate. And so he's on this, and then of course we get Bruce Dickinson, who is just his usual on fire self, as only Bruce Dickinson can be. But it's a great concert. Obviously, celebrating the music of Jon Lord, who was such an important member to Deep Purple, to rock musicians. He was the inspiration for Don Airey, who would end up taking his place in Deep Purple. I could go for hours about all the things that I love about Jon Lord, but I'm just going to leave it to this album and this concert and say check it out. It was pretty amazing. Got a great cast of people on it. Neil Murray is also on here. Another one. You just can't go wrong with Neil Murray, as we'll see in the White Snake times. But yeah, great stuff, guys. Check it out. See you tomorrow. Cheers.